Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Gather on in, my family. Just when you thought. Did he forget? Is he resting because he's exhausted? Because he just cleared graveyards with his brothers? Who knows? He's here. He made it. He's smiling. Okay. It's time for the short version. Me, Rion, and Tone grab Madame Laveau. Dropped her off in Sedona. Amongst many thousands of others. I'm gonna wait for my brother Rion. We'll talk about that soon. But just we just got off a plane, pretty much about 24 hours ago, maybe a little bit more, about 36 hours ago. So yeah, we're here, my family. I'm here. We're doing it. We're gonna get right on through this Zodiac information. But I'm sure there'll be a video with more information. Or if you want the recap of everything that took place, or at least the majority of it, it's right there on Patreon. But yeah, a lot of work. Not complaining. Love doing what we do. Ooh. We're going to get right on into it today. Aries. 220. 350. Alrighty. So who wants to hold my clipboard? Okay. Say hello, Daddy. Hello, Daddy. Alrighty. Let's do this. Welcome. Let's do this, Aries. Just so they know. There's a shark in the water. Leave it just barely there in the shot. Ooh, it's right there. Okay. Ooh. Aries, you didn't tell me. Alrighty. Bottom of the deck. Get the Hanged Man card. Alright. So Aries, this month of March seems to be about reflection, about meditating upon the next step of your journey, about what truly makes you happy and what it is that you wish to be doing in the future, even though time doesn't exist. Okay, moving on. All right, first card. All right, so what's going on? What's the major gist here? Moving forward, the journey. What are we doing? Where are we going with our family, our friends? What are we doing? What makes us happy? Because the happiness card, the sun card, is down on its side. This is not saying that you're not happy. I'm not seeing cards that worry me here and talk about like deep sadness or even borderline depression. I don't see any of that. It's just there's something that you're building and you're wanting to build it with your family, okay? I know, a lover's card. Can this mean a lover? Absolutely. This can be you building this with, a soulmate. This can be you building something long-lasting, whether it's a family or whether it's a business or whatever it is that you're building, Aries. This is a great card to have in this position, especially, with the lack of love readings we have when we drop romance readings. Spirit's just trying to get information through to all of y'all. This can also obviously be, soul family. This can obviously be somebody that's very important to you and somebody that you came here to work with, i.e. people on the team, family members, people that you remember from past lifetimes. Ooh, it's really good. So Spirit wants to let you know that you have the high ground, okay? So you have the high ground in the physical. Regardless of, what you're watching on the news, which you shouldn't be watching on the news, whose narrative are we really watching here, my family? Spirit wants you to know the importance of your inner child, the importance of your own family, the importance of your own children, and what it is that you're allowing into your reality matrix. Ooh, this I like. So the numbers 6 and 7 are very much so connected. And this, I just picture all the earth goddesses dancing around. All the people that were considered witches in times of old, celebrating. So this is very, very good. This is once again something saying, past lifetime, would what you want to do now be possible? Probably not. Would it be possible? Yes. Were these things that, let's just be real. People were killed for dancing. Okay, moving on. You're not in that timeline anymore. You're not in that lifetime anymore. And it's time for us to get done what we came here to get done. All of y'all know, well, not all of y'all, but some of you may know, I do not normally read this line upwards. So we see the earth goddesses dancing. And yes, men out there, boys, this is for you as well. Moving forward, but looking backwards. So what we're seeing is the person's not looking where they're going, and they're looking backwards on what happened last time. Your brother's here to let you know and make you feel safe that whatever the heck happened last time, it's not possible for it to happen now, with us all being connected, with social media, with the internet, with cameras literally recording everywhere. What took place last time will not and cannot happen now. Others are seeing that you're getting information that you think are your own ideas, you think are your own, I had a good idea of what I want to do. This is a message from your other dimensional versions. This is information that's coming in from your spirit guides, from your soul, from other aspects of yourself throughout time and space is what is going on, because others know this. Others are looking at you, and whether or not they say it out loud, they know that you're in tune, Aries. So let's use this being in tune to really, like I said, look inward, maybe get out into nature, take the time to see what it is that you want to be doing next. Hopes and or fears. This is obviously a hope. The feminine thriving. The feminine is thriving. The feminine is going to continue to thrive more and more, along with the masculine and the inner child. But this reading is very much so about, what were we just talking about? What was the mission that just took place? Just reassuring that these dark things are not happening, and people's energy is not being utilized to create things that seem like service to self. It's all about helping others. So there's that right there. Moving on from there. Is there something that you need to learn to do this? Is there something that you need to, a course that needs to be taken, or some form of schooling that needs to be taken, or something that needs to be learned or internalized to get done what you need to do? Let me answer that for you. This is what I see on my table. So we're getting around to this card again. The second cosmic card. What is that sound? I'm getting some weird feedback in the microphone. No, you don't. You do not need to. I always ask you guys this question. What if the best photographer in the world never went to photography school? So you remember how to do this. That's what it's saying. You already learned how to do what it is that you're doing in this present moment, when this present moment arrives, whether this present moment is in April or May or whatever it is, this thing that you've always wanted to do. The final and most important cosmic card is fighting with others, and not fighting physically. This is this energetic back and forth tug of war that we play with our family members, with our loved ones, sometimes with our friends, because they don't want to lose us, okay? They don't, what if they get too big? What if this? What if that? So keep this to yourself. Keep this to yourselves, okay? I like to picture it like cats. The cats have the ball of yarn. If the ball of yarn gets large enough, then the manifestation takes place. But sometimes we get so excited, we want to share this download, we want to share this information with our loved ones, and we don't realize that our loved ones are in a state of lack where they don't want this thing to take place. As sad as it is, it's like, it's like the whole crabs in a bucket thing. You put 2 crabs in a bucket, they'll die in that bucket. You put 1 crab in the bucket, it jumps out of the bucket. So just keeping in mind, make sure energetically you can feel it in your stomach that you know that you can share with this person what it is that you're manifesting, what it is that you're creating. And just also know that, like, sometimes when we share and we want to talk about this funny thing or this fun thing or this business related thing that we want to do, there's almost like endorphins that are released in the brain that we feel like we've done something already when we keep talking about it. So like that's another reason you want to bottle it up. It's like I said, don't count your chickens until they hatch. So moving on from there, Aries, an offering of love. Oof. An offering of truth, and being honest with yourself, okay? Being honest with yourself and looking through the spiritual window. You came here to help people. You came here to assist. Maybe not every single person watching this, that's the case, but being honest about your financial situation in this future timeline, whether or not time exists, being honest with yourself, okay? What do I mean by this? Quite often I have conversations with people on the phone and they're talking about whatever it is, their business, their crystal business, their orgone business, writing a book. If you do not lay down the groundwork and lay down the brickwork and basically build the yellow brick road yourself of how do people find this? And this is not like some Debbie Downer stuff. This is, Alexander likes to float the dial between divine feminine inner child and masculine. So here's a little bit of information from your big brother. Okay, big brother, big daddy, whatever you want to call it. If we do not say, first do this, go live and build up some sort of, people and know who we are and build up that, like, why would anyone care? Why would anyone know how to find your art or your book or whatever it is if there isn't some sort of, what is doing that? So if there isn't some sort of game, not even game, like end game, like how do people find out about your product or whatever it is, or what the end result is of you escaping the matrix, if that's what you're in the process of doing, which that's what a lot of this looks like. It looks like it's about, how much percent? It's about 1/5 of the people born under Aries are thinking about, like, the clock ticking and family stuff. And please stop thinking that way, mind you. Not about the family stuff. Family stuff, beautiful. This whole, like, I'm this age, this is happening. Like, let's stop restricting ourselves by belief structures that were put on us from days of old. I mean, it's like me even like pushing and being, being in my 40th year basically right now, being over 39. The majority of people 500 years ago will be dead. Like, it's like people barely even live to this age. It's like I'm a senior citizen compared to that time frame. So let's stop aging ourselves. Let's stop having these belief structures, please. But what I'm getting at is this: how do people find your product if you don't have some sort of avenue of a podcast, a blog, a built-up Instagram? Just make sure that while you're doing this work, you have a way to get it to the people at the end, okay? I see so much of this. Like, it's like literally like 3 or 4 conversations a week. I love talking about the business stuff. Like, you guys give me the opportunity, I will help you. I will find the thing. We can do this together. Like, I will find your joy and build that joy. And I'll tell you from all my business expertise how I did it. And how my family members did it, and how my brothers did it, and my sisters, and how people are basically escaping whatever you want to call it, the matrix or whatever it is, but becoming your own boss is the main gist, and doing what you get to do, not what you have to do. I have to go to work. I have to do this. No. I get to talk to you beautiful, lovely people on the phone. I get to make these videos because I love doing it, because I love helping my family, overcome whatever it is that they need to overcome, and becoming more powerful every single day. Yeah, moving on from there. Good job, Aries. Good stuff. I'm supporting you. We're all supporting you, I'm sure. Yeah, you're so freaking loved and you're so supported this month. This is a very, very good, very positive reading. And just as a reminder, physical high ground, one of the best places to get this card. Boides. Taurus. Let me see here. Taurus, 1648. Okay. Good. Woo, Taurus, holy crap. Alrighty. The Justice card. Something's being balanced. Something is very much so being balanced. Something contractual too. Interesting. Could be something a little bit different for everybody. Could be something with a bank loan. Could be something with starting a business. Could be something with actually signing a lease. Very interesting. Massive shift though, Taurus. Interesting. All right. So it goes from don't cry over spilled milk. Okay. So we see these cups standing. We see these cups falling over. And then we see the balance of the masculine and the feminine card and or the marriage card down on its side. So something hasn't happened, and there's this like crying over spilled milk with something that we've been waiting for or something that we've been wanting. Spirit's here to let you know, okay, that this is something that it's like take 2 steps forward, take 1 back, or taking 1 forward and 2 back. There's something going on where it's like you want this, but you're not sure if you want it. So like you really just got to be honest with yourself and just knowing how these knowing how these timelines work and knowing that we're like constantly manifesting the next thing and getting to the next place and seeing those Mandela effects and being in this new reality that we're controlling, you just need to be very adamant about what it is that you really want, and sit down and sit with yourself. And it's almost like this is slightly connected to Aries, but in a different manner. You need to be honest with yourself about what it is that you want, and you need to be honest with yourself about, it's like you're throwing out two different boomerangs that are both going to return to a slightly different place. So which boomerang is it that you want to catch? All right. It's like, it says it's a tough decision, but it's not. The only thing that's tough is you can't, it's like there's a fork in the road and you want to go both directions. Okay. So with this fork in the road and wanting to go both directions, get out into nature. It's very, very important. And this, alone time. Taurus, you thrive on a running creek. The ocean, it's great. Many signs love the ocean. I'm not saying you don't love the ocean. I'm saying that Taurus really, really thrives on a brook or a stream or a creek. And that's like really one of your go-to meditative places to get information. It's like if you could find a rock with some moss on it in the middle of a creek, that it's safe to get out on this rock. Like, holy crap. Like, that's like... drugs for Taurus, like natural drugs for Taurus. This I find very interesting about what I was just saying. I really didn't even look forward to see this. You got both cards, which is 6 and 7 are connected. I always show these two together. You got both cards that are connected, having to do with indecision. Do I go left or do I go right? This has been something that you've been making this decision for so long. Now it's actually starting to make energy stagnant in your body, or it can be. I hate to say you, just in case of obviously there's going to be people that are celebrating and they're making this decision, and this might be validating about what you did last week or the week before that. This is a quantum reading for all the people born under the Zodiac sign. So there is a major decision that you're making, is what I'm getting at. And this is the validation here right now, because this is a major decision that you're making, or it's a major decision that you're not making and you haven't been making it. And once again, I don't always show this, but you celebrate one way or another. Like, we can't live life being, wondering what if. It's like the whole, like, you'd rather go there, you'd rather move there, you'd rather do the thing, or ask the person you're attracted to out on a date and get shot down, or have to move back, or whatever the heck the thing is. We would rather know than wonder what if in years to come. Okay? And people see you knowing the truth, holding the truth, being truthful. So this is a very good card for how others are viewing you. I love this card. She's so epic. This Valkyrie herself right here, the Queen of Swords, the one that holds the truth and knows the truth. Hopes and or fears. You're hoping for a manifestation. You're hoping for something that you're manifesting during the new moon to manifest during the full moon. So then just know it will. Remember how powerful you are. Look back at the other manifestations and miracles that you've created, and just more of that. More of that. Okay? Here's where the balance comes. There's some sort of hurt or betrayal. This isn't even from this lifetime. This is from a past lifetime. There's some sort of hurt or betrayal which is holding us back from making this decision. There's some sort of hurt or betrayal that has been making you drag your feet. The future version of you will thank me if you just do whatever it is, even if it seems to be the wrong decision, so we can free up our mind, we can free up our heart, we can free up our soul to create that which it is which we came here to do. If this thing, whatever it is, doesn't work out in your favor, then it wasn't meant to be. And if it wasn't meant to be, then there's something else that is meant to be that we will make room for, we will make space for, and just celebrate. Both of your next cards are both party cards. Party time. Okay? We see both cards where like the people are dancing and they're celebrating right in a row in a cosmic position. So the first cosmic card is saying what's been preventing this, what's being balanced, what's being dissolved. What an excellent thing for you to use the next new moon, full moon thing to just clear and heal past lifetimes. And just to give you a little flash towards the end, the very last card in the reading is about soul retrieval and about how things from past lifetimes have been having you make certain decisions. It's almost like you have your own programs from your own spirit, your own programs from your own soul. And this is not stuff that we should be blaming on society and the masculine and family members and guidance counselors and all that stuff, because it's very easy to blame them because, you know, come on, let's be real. So moving on from there. Is it the new moon right now, Becca? Woo! Okay, so anyways, phone calls, text messages, emails, okay? To who else is going through the same similar thing? There's somebody that you're processing this with, maybe two people, but there's definitely one person that their situation is very similar to yours, and they're in your life for a reason, and you're in their lives for a reason. So who is this person that you're doing this deep soul healing? This might not be one lifetime. This might be a reoccurring pattern. My goal for you all is for you to be able to locate the initial snowball that caused the avalanche that pulled in all the trees and the little log cabins. What is the original snowball, Taurus? What is it that really needs to be dissolved, transmuted? We're looking at a masculine version of the high priestess. You have the ability to see beyond the veil. Even if your third eye, like you might be saying, well, Alexander, I'm turning on my third eye, and every day my third eye opens more and more. Excellent, excellent spell. Keep casting it. You can feel within your cells. You can feel within every cell of your body and your gut. You know when something feels familiar, those deja vus, and that feeling that we get in our gut that we just know this is a pattern. This is a pattern. So this is what you're balancing right now, Taurus. And I say, and you know, I'm here to co-create with you that this goes with ease and grace. And this process of this month of March, you know, balances everything that needs to be balanced for you. And we all thrive. I mean, in one way or another, Spirit's showing you celebrating in the future when you make this decision. And it's like I said, it's there's no mistakes. There's no mistakes. We can't look at it like there even are mistakes, because then it's like you're leaving room for failure. You're leaving room for that. You just need to know that whatever takes place is what was supposed to happen. And this, my family, this is no way to live. Okay? Oh. Alrighty. Taurus and then Gemini. 2740. Veronique asks me if I have a jet lag. Not really. Let me put down the cards for a second. There was incredible resistance against me, Rion, and Tony on attempting to stop us from getting to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Basically, the quick gist of what took place when we got to Dallas, Fort Worth, there was an ice storm. Our flight basically got canceled, even though it left before we got there, but we got stuck. We got stuck. So it was this whole, like, we're speaking tomorrow. We have a mission. We're on mission. We rented a car and drove through. Don't tell my mom. You ever see that whole the guys holding up the map, like the Subaru cars, and they're like, chop, go to the left, go this way. Brother Rion's just watching the yellow lines in the middle of the road, and we have about 30 to 40 feet of visibility. And we were driving in till 4:30 in the morning, and then finally ate food because we were living on airplane peanuts and just success. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Yeah, no, there's many stories, and even some stuff I haven't even talked about on the Patreon yet. It's and I talked for a good 45 minutes on all the challenges and Tony getting his phone stolen and missed flights and driving 8 hours and snowstorms and demons projecting in and just gnarly things. What I'll tell you is this. One of the greatest life-altering moments that I experienced was on our way back from the graveyard. And I'll adjust the time so Gemini's not watching this and being like, where's my reading? On our way back from the graveyard, something was projecting in, like, you know how I tell you guys, like, the more we expand the field, the further these things need to be away. So the second I felt something come and put its face on the glass behind me, how do they work? How do they get in? Okay, they get in by using fear to get in. So the second I felt it get on the outskirts of my field, I looked at it, I looked back at it, and I was like, oh no, my ex-girlfriend cheated, business stuff, where am I going, what do I do? So I started like using my own fears against it as a joke. And when I did this, the thing was like it didn't know what to do. And then I looked at it and got very serious, and I said, you know what the sad thing is? You spent all that time doing research on me, knowing what fears to project in with, and it's not working, and I'm joking in your face, and I'm laughing at you. It's like, it's like I will preemptively, now that I know you're here, now that I feel you're here, use my own fears as a weapon against him, against her, whoever it is, whatever force it is. And I literally just saw the thing just go and phase out. It literally just like disappeared into the, into the ether, like beyond the veil. So I love to share that with you guys, because like I said, regardless or not, if you can see, you can feel, and if you know that those fears are about to start coming in, and you use them as a joke, and you use them as a weapon, and you use them as, I hate to even say the word weapon, use them as a shield, use them as a, laugh about it, and know, like, without these challenges, we wouldn't be here. We would have never woke up. If we didn't force ourselves into the tunnel of shadows, we would have never seeked the light at the end of the tunnel. We'd be doing other stuff. So just to let you guys know that something very powerful and very gnarly was just like, okay, I wasted my time. So now I'll adjust this time to, what are we at, 31:56. Gemini, here we go. I already cleared it, but I'll start shuffling again. We just keep getting more powerful, my family. We just keep getting more powerful. 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 No, the video's not glitching. I just want to make sure that you're casting that spell with me. We just keep getting more powerful. We just keep getting more powerful. Gemini, you're welcome for me casting this spell over your monthly reading. But you gotta be there for me too. Oh boy, March. We love March. Okay. All right, Gemini. Spirit wants you to know that anything is possible. Okay? Anything is possible. The best of the best, and everything in between. But let's direct this. Let's see what's going on. Let's give you more information so we can make this more of the epic forward and upward stuff than anything else. Okay? So, an offering. So we see an offering, and then we see the wheel. All right. So we see something karmic that is being dealt with, something past lifetime that is being dealt with, something that is being transmuted. Okay. because we see this offering, and this offering has to do with our mastery. Okay, Gemini, we're seeing and we're remembering and we're internalizing how powerful we are. This is epic. Your energetic card is the Emperor. So whether you're in a feminine or a masculine suit, or however you identify, we get the Emperor card. Very, very powerful. Okay, this is your spiritual energy. In the physical, we actually have a spirit guide. We have your guide coming through. We have your other dimensional versions coming through. Some of you will call this a higher self. Some of this will call this your Pleiadian aspect, or whatever it is. However you're being helped, you're being helped in the physical by spirit. But it's like, what this is saying is, it's almost like you're going back and forth, which it's like, I know Gemini. I love Gemini. I've had many powerful Geminis in my life. It's almost like, astrologically, as the stars are spinning and I see the wheel right here, it's like, who am I going to be tomorrow? And it's not that you're a totally different person, but it's like, sometimes y'all are very positive, sometimes y'all are very funny, sometimes y'all are building, and then sometimes there's literally self-destructive behavior, or some sort of behavior that is you get in a certain rut in your mind. So don't do that. Like, that's what your spirit team is wanting you to know. That's what your brother's wanting you to know, because I'm seeing this, like, these very powerful aspects, and then I'm also seeing you creating drama in your own life. Okay, do we need sage? They're requesting sage. Okay, Gemini, we're gonna sage that right out of there. We're gonna do the old sage red hot poker and the third eye cam. Okay, all right, so everybody that doesn't want to be sage, just close your eyes in a few seconds. All right, so what is this? This is something that's taking place from the past. This is something that was told to us by an authority figure, dad, grandpa, a boss. Somebody is the turdy birdie here, but we're allowing them to be the turdy birdie. Okay, we're allowing ourselves to be feel disempowered. Okay, some of you, not every single Gemini watching this is feeling disempowered, but I'm seeing these very powerful cards, and then I'm seeing that this choice is evident. Who's this guy? Who's that guy? Because that's somebody from the past who you have belief structures that are not your own. So here we go. Coming in hot, Gemini. Oh my God, just get it. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna let that burn right over here. Oh, you know what? We wanted to go around the back of the camera. I know. We'll do it. We'll do a full clearing. Okay, so what did we have as the energetic card? With the energetic card, we had the Emperor. Okay, so let's look forward at the two other cards. All right, hold on. Let's finish the clearing. Let's do the clearing right, Gemini. Everybody, you want a clearing? It's at 3757. Here we go. Remember, my family, remember how powerful you are. And by remember how powerful you are, whatever you remember, you're more powerful than that. I don't think that this human brain can even hold or internalize the actual thought structures of how powerful you are across all of dimensions throughout all time and space. Okay. So we have the Emperor. We have the Empress. Why is this connected to these people that like drama, though? Okay. This is you. These are certain people that you're needing to release from your own lifetime, because you are the company that you keep. There are certain people that have been in your circle that have recently left your circle. They might be attempting to come back. You need to really ask yourself, maybe drop cards, like whatever it is that you need to do. There's somebody that's been in your life, and maybe a few people that they do not have your best interest in mind. And there might be some jealousy or something that you're working against right now. So I hate to even say that out loud, because I don't want people that aren't dealing with that to manifest it. But just know, pay attention to who's in your life, and just ask yourself, like, just do energy checks. See how you're feeling before you hang out with people, and see how you're feeling after you hang out with people. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm not telling you to cut off anybody. I want you to make the decision yourself, but Spirit wants to let you know you're going through some major mastery stuff. These are not kings and queens. These are the Emperor and the Empress. The Emperor and the Empress have empires. They do not, they do not have a castle. They have castles inside of castles with castles on top of them and underground castles and all that good stuff. Okay, so moving on from there, how are others seeing you? Others are seeing you as manifesting. Others are seeing you as the Ace of Wands. Okay, so like once again, whatever's coming up, you're in a state of manifestation right now. So you're manifesting really good, or you're manifesting weird, plain and simple. I got to just tell you, so you can stay adamant, so you can stay positive, so you can stay, okay, this or better. We need to be creating better and better realities here, my family, okay? I think we need to play the drum for Gemini at the end of this. And you have, like, honestly, most of my favorite cards are in this reading. Hopes or fears. The hope is becoming the High Priestess, which you already are. We all are. We all can see beyond the veil when we internalize and realize and manifest that we are. We all have this balance of shadow and light, and this whole, shadow integration, light integration, the masculine, feminine, fire, water, left, right, up, down, however you want to look at it. There she is. She's the one that holds all the secrets. But there's also those that know don't say. Maybe something with your manifestation or whatever this is, or these people that like drama, maybe you said too much. Maybe something was perceived as bragging. Maybe you did brag. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Whatever this is that these people are trying to throw wrenches in your own machinery, be honest and be real with yourself. And remember, look at this. Look at how powerful you are. You got the Emperor, the Empress, and you get the High Priestess card, okay? So, like, moving on from there, the first cosmic card is, once again, difficulty deciding whether to go left or go right. But this is at the point where it can cause hips, bloating, stomach issues, like certain things, and basically emotions and belief structures can cause certain things in the body because your other dimensional versions want you to know to stop thinking that. So it's like Louise Hay 101. If we have this belief structure and we don't deal with the belief structure, we don't dissolve that which is unworthy into that which is worthy, this is going to continue to happen. And we don't want this to happen, okay? So just keep in mind, you're the one planting these vegetables. Are you planting carrots? Are you planting love? Or are you planting fear? Okay? Remember, Gemini, okay, that things sometimes are going really awesome. And just, they can always be going really awesome. It's your own mind. Your mind is so powerful, okay? Because what it's saying is the harvest, it goes from difficulty deciding to go left or go right, the harvest, and then it goes into timelines again. It goes into what you're manifesting, where you're going, and what you're doing next, okay? There's a version of yourself that you're attempting to work with that doesn't exist anymore. There are versions of friends and family members that do not exist in this reality that you're in right now. They're gone. This is like, you want to call it a spiritual death or whatever it is. The faster you realize that this is done, okay? So it's like, I see this on my table, okay? I see that the horse is going both directions, but that this has not been internalized. It's like the horse is starting to move. You're starting to realize this, but the speed, it's like very quick to go to the third horse of planting the seeds with the people that are wanting these plants and these trees and these vegetables or whatever they are to thrive, okay? So, yeah, I hope that helps. Gemini, yeah, we're gonna bang the drum for you. Gemini! Where's that Leo that makes me laugh, Alexander? I need to laugh. I'm going through it. have now released that which is no longer serving us. Pick those cards up, Gemini. Cancer's patiently waiting. $46.31. Can I have my freaking shake yet? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Ay. Ooh. Ooh, Cancer. Oh my God. What are you even doing? I'm getting goosies. I'm getting goosies, Cancer. I don't think I've ever gotten goosebumps from a reading before. Wow. Whew. Cancer. Holy crap. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is almost like you're the authority in this situation. You're balancing something for everybody. This doesn't even look like a solo thing. It's not. Oh my God. It's Cancer. I mean, good God. All right. Okay. So then we see this other version of the High Priestess down on his side because there's something that you're balancing that you haven't even realized yet that you're doing. This is almost like some life purpose stuff. Okay. In the spiritual, we get the soul retrieval card once again. Okay, we get this. We get soul retrieval. Let's look at the physical. It's hard work. It's difficult. Whatever the heck it is you're doing. All right, let's look at the past. The brown ray. Okay, the people that like drama, the people that were creating drama. Wow, 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 Cancer. Okay. Magic. Magic for all. Magic for the family. Magic for all of us. All the light warriors. All the star seeds. All the soul family. Okay. Magic being part of the journey going forward. And here's this theme with the ocean once again. I'm seeing a lot of water. I'm seeing a lot of water. And I'm seeing a lot of magic. And I'm seeing a lot of upper dimensional stuff. And others are viewing that you are completing something. Something is being completed. There's something that you're finishing. Like I said, there's something you're balancing. And whenever I look at this guy on the Justice card, he looks very similar to this person on the Soul Retrieval card, the Six of Pentacles. So I want to sit with this later, maybe in like the patron group or something. I'd love to see what this all is, what this is all about. This is very, very interesting. Looking at the hopes and or fears, once again, the journey. Okay, so we've got both cards representing the journey, and this says that you're hoping that the worst is over. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. regardless of what rhetoric or what, like, you know, if you're still watching the news or whatever the heck it is that you're doing, we are very much so in control now, my family. We are very much so not in the same position that we were in before, and we're going to see that more and more as we continue to shift and we continue to thrive, where we're going, where we're moving, what's taking place. Okay, Cancer. The balance of the masculine and the feminine, okay? Take them to church, okay? We see that. All right. Balance of the masculine and the feminine is how we get this angelic work done, the temperance card. We see this, as you say, you said welcome to heaven before I even held up this card, and here's the temperance card. So this is literally like winged Merlins, okay? We got winged Merlins right here because we see the mystic, the 9 stands alone, and then this is the angelic, this is the guide, this is the, you know, this is us, plain and simple. This is us going from the state of, you know, Enoch being a human being to making the way all the way into the class of Seraphim. Okay, so this is the work that's being done. I mean, some Cancers might be watching this and being like, what the heck is he even talking about? Regardless of if you know what I'm talking about, I'll tell you this, and I'll tell this to your soul, and I'll tell this to your other dimensional versions, and they can show this to you in dream time or you know, meditations or whatever it may be. You are balancing something major for all of the collective. You are balancing something major for all of humanity, and this is something that's like life purpose stuff that you came here to do. Looking forward into the future, we see the high ground. We see that you're holding the high ground. There is a little bit of confusion of what to do next, and why is that? Because of pure, full-blown mastery. What an excellent card to end the reading on is the Emperor card. Keeping in mind that every single one of these cards is covered by the cloud cover of the Tree of Sephiroth, the Tree of the Cabal, the, you know, the all things being possible and where all things are. Like, all things are within these seeds on this tree. If you do research on what this shape is and what this shape really means. Is it going to be easy? It doesn't look that way. We can make it easy by all the rest of the signs getting together with you and manifesting and anchoring into this reality that this will take place with ease and grace. But there is some major. We got the Emperor right there. We got the Emperor at the end of the reading. There's some major shifting and healing that's happening for everybody. And, you know, it's like, and even the people around you know this. There's a major completion that's taking place here, Cancer. So regardless of if you're looking at this as spiritual, physical, mental, whatever it is, you are born anew. Like, you are more powerful than you've ever been. And maybe not in past lifetimes. Maybe you've seen yourself in other dimensions and other lifetimes more powerful than you feel you are now. But what I will tell you is your manifestation capability and what you're doing for the amount of people that you're doing it for is more powerful than it's ever been, is what this reading's telling me. Oof. Cancer, winning. It's going to be a tough one to beat. It gave Alexander goosebumps. I don't know, you know. Okay. To Leo! To arms! 54-26. 54-26. Oh yeah, Johnny, I like that. The center of the storm. Let's go, Leo. Oof. All right. Okay, Leo, bottom of the deck. This whole harvest seems to be the theme here. What are we planting? What are we thinking? What are we doing? Okay. Now, when I look at this, this very much so reminds me of my own belief structures. Okay, this reminds me of my own belief structures, and this is a quantum reading for all of us. All of us born under this zodiac sign, at least. What I've noticed in the past is the middle of March has been where the weirdest things have taken place in my life. The greatest challenges for me, being a Leo, for some reason they've come up in March. March 1st, March 15th. I mean, even just look at the videos of last year at this time. So it shows certain people that want to create drama once again. People that love that brown light, okay? And then it shows the meditation ability, okay? It shows us meditating. What are we meditating upon? So what it's actually showing us is our belief structure upon March. Whether you've known you're doing this or not, and trust me, now that I'm seeing these cards, I know that I've been doing this. And I even could it's almost like I could feel it. And I was like, I wanted to shuffle more. I was like, get this crap out of the field. We're processing some major stuff at nighttime, okay? So we need to be in the state of remembering our dreams, processing our dreams, and seeing what challenges from the past they're bringing up, okay? Because this stuff necessarily isn't even possible this time around because our intuition is so great. Okay, there's somebody that's trying to mess with us during this month, Leo. And if you use your dream state as a laser, you can find this, you can catch this, and you can avoid this betrayal once again. Because this is it's almost like the opportunity is during this month for some reason. And this does not need to happen because it literally goes from betrayal to, once again, somebody that we were fighting with in the past. Somebody that we were arguing with in the past. If my memory is correct, I do remember some weird stuff coming up in the yearly reading for March. I'll have to watch that again and just for my own reference. Yeah, very much so. Mary! Mary says, agreed. March has brought challenges for this Leo. And Mary's not just some lady. Mary's Mary. Mary's so awesome. So basically what I'm seeing here, because this is absolutely fantastic. This is the only time I've ever thought, probably the weirdest reading of the year is fantastic. Because of the fact that these two cards came up in these same exact positions. Who was it for? Was that Taurus? So if you're Taurus and Leo rising or Leo Mars, if you're seeing this twice, holy crap, Spirit is screaming at you to make the decision. And what the decision is that needs to be made, because even look at the card that's above it. I keep having to show this thing. A tough decision. A tough decision. Do I go left or do I go right? And look at this. These cards are in the same position. That's not mathematically sound. And the card that's above that is the tough decision. So what this is, it's the tough decision to release and leave room for this innocence, leave room for this awesome, it's almost like we labeled this month, we labeled this time of our lives, we labeled whatever it is. Maybe you as a Leo connected it to tax season or this thing or something that always happens after Valentine's Day. It's up to us to get, because it's like this. It's like there's a plant growing out and the plant grows out. And we cut the plant, but this is a perennial, guys. So it's like, oh, that's gone. I dealt with that. And then next year, boom, here it is again. And we boom, boom. All right, so this is very much so done when we decide it's done, because even everybody around us knows how magical we are. Everybody around us knows how powerful we are. Everybody has seen the miracles that we've created. So it's time to create more miracles, Leo. I will be co-creating with all of you because this is definitely something that will be healing within myself and something that, love can't mess with us. It's like we are love. And it's like, if it's not love, it's not real. It doesn't have any magic. Love and the heart is the only real house of magic. Love is the only, it's amor vincit omnia. It's like, this is the belief structure of these, Saint Germain and all these ancient, very, very powerful wizards. know that what's possible, and I'm just looking ahead at the cards that are up here. Hopes or fears. We're hoping for it to be a happy and awesome March. So let's make it happen, Leo. Let's all of us co-create that just because it happened last year and the year before and whatever years before that, that something is different now, something has changed, something is transmuted. We are turning that which is unworthy into that which is worthy, and so it is done because we will it to be. And that goes for all signs with whatever's going on in your lives. That is the truth that will set you free. We are the ones that hold the truth. We're the ones that know what's going on. We're the ones that decide if it's a tough decision. We're the ones that decide if it's going to be easy or difficult to do. And this remembrance, the final cosmic card, love will conquer all. The immovable object of love, the unstoppable force, and the immovable object in masculinity, because this is masculinity working hand in hand with the feminine, with the right side of the brain, with reasoning, logic, all in tow, and intuition, all in the same. Very, very powerful card. I love this card. And oh, what's my favorite card in the deck? Oh, there it is. The reminder of how strong we are when we're in balance, Leo. The High Priestess card with the Strength card. Wow. Ooh, my God. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever again, Satan. Look at that. You're done. You're done. The completion. You had a nice run. Now you're done. More and more, whatever you did is going to be exposed. And, regardless of if you're in the physical, the energetic, you have no power. You have no power over us. And we're going to see that more and more every single day, that these false narratives will continue to dissolve. And we get the completion card with the shadow. We'll just call it the shadow. You're weak. Okay, and this is all part of the journey. We were supposed to be here at this time to transmute this for everybody. There's some major work that Cancer is doing. There is some major work that Leo's doing. This is very, very interesting. I'm very excited about this month. I know like some of you might be looking at these cards, that read the cards yourself and be like, the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, but they're in realistically good positions. And having the 10 of Swords in the physical is letting us know, it's like, it doesn't happen. It's like, what is 99% of a healing is finding out what's happening in the first place. So it's like the second we predict something, it's almost like this card says, we're going to be a millionaire. Okay. And it doesn't say that in this way. It's like, we're going to be a millionaire, but it's like some things you want to avoid. It's like, that was like what Connie taught me with this whole crap shoveling CEO situation. And it's like, this is what I'd love for you to picture with the tarot, with knowing like, well, that's weird. Alexander predicted this and maybe it didn't happen, or maybe it already did happen. This is how time works, because time isn't real. Okay. If I drop cards for somebody, or a tarot reader drops cards for somebody, and the cards at the end say that this person's going to be a millionaire, this might change the person's belief structures, their way of being, their nurturing ability, how loving they are. So it's almost like the person leaves the reading thinking they're going to be a millionaire, and there's this guy with 2 shovels. He's holding his back. He says, my back hurts. Can you help me shovel this poop into the truck? I have a manure company. And the guy laughs and he goes, shovel poop. I'm about to be a millionaire. And he waves at him and walks off. What he doesn't realize is he was going to become the CEO of Shit Shoveling Incorporated. So it's up to us to see the reading and know that sometimes it's like Alexandra's like, it's almost like I'm ringing a bell and I'm like, there's a pop quiz. Is it a pop quiz if we have time to study for it and we know what questions 1 through 20 are going to be and which ones are true or false and which ones are multiple choice and which letter to select? No, it is not. No longer. Okay, so knowing what we're harvesting shift, we're harvesting change, we're harvesting transmutation of that which is unworthy, and our old belief structures of this time of the year, of just, whatever it is in general, whether it's connected to Valentine's Day or love, or sit with this, Leo. If you're born under that sign and you scanned and scrolled to this reading, because it's your rising, your Mars, your moon, and you watch the 4 spot, like what I pay attention to, and many do that watch this channel. Just keep in mind that you're doing something major, and this is not just for you. This is for all people born into this sign. This is how we all thrive, is by turning unworthiness into worthiness. It's like people are always talking about just like shoving something into a veil, or I put it into the light, or I did this or that. You have energy. When we have energy, we can transfer that energy into a different form. That is what alchemy is. That is what this process of alchemy is, and being an alchemist of your own reality. Do not get rid of energy because we do not like the form of it. Let's turn it into something better instead of wasting it, because the energy cannot be destroyed, but we can change its form. And we can make it so March is the best month of the year for us now. Okay? Oof. Oof. All right, who else? Who do we got now? Virgo. 10639. 10639. Alrighty. I need a shake. Stop looking up my sleeve. Creepers. No, you're not creepers. He's putting gold in it. Don't get that little packet in there. Would you love me all the way down. That's a little too much. Speaking of alchemy, I love gold. Intermission gold. Oh yeah. Woo! All right, Virgo, let's do this. Alexander's lips were yellow for the Virgo reading. Well, he drank pure gold. What did Johnny say? Stop laughing at me, Swan. Shampoo is better. Wow. Oof. Okay. Wow, Virgo. Look at this. Wow, such powerful readings today. Okay. Paying attention to your dreams, knowing what's going on at night, knowing how you're feeling at night. This is like the old wombo combo of cards. It's like I'm waking up at 3 a.m. Something's waking me up at 3 a.m. Is it you? Yes, it is, because it's all you. The one is in the all. Okay, so this is saying something that's being processed at night. I believe it has to do with, these goddesses that were considered to be witches. Okay, so it's like Sagittarius was cleaning this up and healing this and laying down the brickwork for this a few months ago, and now it's like almost like showing like, wow, Virgo, your spiritual card, your physical card, the Temperance card, you being an angelic, a spiritual angelic, you being a physical Merlin, okay? Knowing that with your alone time, with your space, with your ability to say me time and doing things with your me time, this is when you've been the most powerful. We see this card that represents the light warrior, the paladin, this warrior that charges into battle with using pure magic, not even needing a weapon, okay? So this is you. Look at this, the Temperance card, the Hermit card, the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands already. Like, we've got the Witch, we've got the Mystic, we've got the Angelic, and we've got the Light Warrior. Holy crap, Virgo. All right, so how do we do this? With love, of course. I mean, it's like we already know this, but like, let's just go over it. The next timeline that we tune in on, and it's basically like what you're doing, whether you know it or not, is you're tuning in on the next timeline where love is what conquers all. Like, love is what makes sure that none of this takes place anymore. If we pay attention to certain videos and certain rhetorics, there's things saying like almost like whatever, like all this crap with misinformation, and like, you know, it's like these powers that were attempting to make misinformation be considered terrorist behavior. It's like the whole witch trials attempting to repeat all over again. It's like, we have freedom of speech. That means we should be able to have an opinion. And it's like you're saying that our opinion of what we feel, even though every single time our feelings are believed to say no, it's like we can prove this. Like, we can actually prove this stuff. It's like, it's right there in the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs thing, guys. I mean, how many people thought we were crazy when there's thousands of us out there that remember Mirror, Mirror on the Wall? The old movie got changed to Magic Mirror on the Wall, but through research and development and communication with others, Alexander finds the information out that the original 1938 version in Germany says Spiegeln, Spiegeln an der Wand. It actually says Mirror, Mirror on the Wall still in the old version. Germany, where were you on that one? Kind of dropped the ball on that. I'm going to be honest with you. I love you, but wow. Anyways, moving on from there. Like, I just wish somebody like brought that up and it didn't take so many years to find that information. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you guys have Mandela effects that are in your own languages, and you watch your brother Alexander and you know these Mandela effects that we're saying take place in America or take place all over the world, and they haven't taken place where you are, can you let us know? That's all I'm asking here. But what I'm getting at is this. Right there is the proof in the pudding. These people are saying that we're crazy. So it's like, oh, you're crazy. That's not how it is. You remember it differently. That's not how it was. When I know that's not, I know. I don't think, I know. How can anybody prove things like that wrong? How can anyone prove our intuition wrong? Do not let this fear and this rhetoric and these belief structures and these we're going to try to do this now. They already lost. Remember that they already lost. Okay? Ooh, Virgo. Second best reading, I think, right now. I love this reading. Okay. All right. So timelines. Once again, the timeline being with love. Once again, it's saying that it's love that conquers this. It's love that gets it done. And then we get more timelines. Others. So you're actually doing so much work, Virgo, that others are able to see it. Others are like, wow, what did she or he, like, what did they do to get to where they are now? I'll tell you what they did to get to where they are now. They're strong. They know how strong they are. This card represents Virgo. This card represents Leo. Look how the Virgo is like that lion could pounce her at any given moment. And she's controlling this with love. She's being very, very gentle in controlling the lion. So yeah, awesome job, Virgo. Okay. Here's the Tree of the Sephiroth, the first cosmic card, showing everything taking place and everything being possible. Everything being possible, some of that being possible. Virgo, Leo, okay, there's some people that are attempting to create drama. Do not let this work. Anybody that's attempting to create drama, just snip, cut these weights off your balloon, remove these people from your lives, whoever they are, okay, within reason. I mean, if you have to quit your job to get away from this person, that's not what I'm saying to do. But just meditating, getting out into nature, and just knowing how powerful you are, and regardless of if you're remembering your dreams, regardless of if what I'm saying and Alexander's saying makes any sense to you, even 1% whatsoever, know that I am thanking you. Many of us are thanking you that know what these cards mean, know what these alignments mean, and there's something very, very major you're doing for all of humanity. This seems to be the theme in a lot of the readings. Okay, so let's look at it a little bit more. Okay, the worst of the journey's over, but like, what do I do next? Because this is basically looking towards the end of the month. Okay, where do I plant the seeds? Where do I put my energy? Where do I put this force? The completion and the house on the hill. You've done so much. You're one of the most nurturing signs, Virgo. I mean, it's like, even just looking at like the people that are influential to me in my life,
how many of us have Virgo mothers? It's like, it's uncanny. And honestly, it's uncanny the amount of Virgo mothers, and what's even more uncanny is the amount of goddesses, not saying that guys don't have it too, but why are there so many goddesses with a Scorpio moon? Like, what the heck even is that? Just quick side note, like that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. But what I'm saying is this, Virgo, now that you've done this for everybody, let's use that dharma to build what it is that you want. Because the belief structure of it's difficult, okay? The belief structure of it's difficult in this whole do unto us, we want done unto ourselves, and what's been balancing is not the case anymore. You've done something major for all of us. You've done something major for yourselves, of course, but this is something that has multi-dimensional ramifications upon time and space. So just knowing the way it was before, it's not the way it is going forward. And Spirit wants you to just use this, you know, it's like these coins that are coming to you, this dharma, this energy from the good that you've done is coming at the end of the month. And to use that for yourself and to not feel guilty or to not feel greedy for putting your hand out when somebody offers you a gift or whatever this is, or somebody offers you a raise or whatever it is. Just don't self-sabotage. That's all I see here. I see a choice and I see hard work. It doesn't necessarily have to be hard work going forward because of the work that you've done, regardless of if you know you've done the work or not. Ba-boom. Boom, boom. Wait. Where was this card? What have I done? What have I done? Oh my god, I never do this. What card was there? It was the Temperance card. I had it right. It's my OCD. It's not you, it's me. Trust me. I like to put the cards back in the exact same order. Okay, who's next? Leaves! 11813. I need more shake. Oh, here, the lid on there. If you're looking for the shake recipe, it's on an old video. Let's go check the timestamp. Don't. You gotta just commit. You gotta just commit. When you're pouring a drink, you gotta commit. If it smells like shit, you must have quit. Lick the jar again, Alexander. Stop it. You're out of control. And I like it. What are you doing? I'm watching some guy drink a shake out of an infinity gauntlet. Don't mug me, bro. Don't mug me. Mugged with love. And just come in, and I steal all of your fear, and I replace it with more love. Okay. Alrighty. Who am I doing? Libra. Whew. Libra Sutherland. Let me hold you, caress my body. You got me going crazy. Catherine's like, make it a good one, Alexander. I'm doing my best, Catherine. Okay? There's an extra one for you, Catherine. Just for you. But I'm a Libra too, Alexander. You said you love me. I do. Just Catherine, come on. All right, what do we got? I'm sorry, Catherine, I failed you. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's good. It's all right. Fine. Oh, it's good. Yeah. It's good. Oh, my God. What is this? Oh, my God. All right. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Ooh, it's good. It's good. It's good. All right. There were some ups and downs. Where did everybody go? Like 14 people just left. He's always talking about Catherine. I'm sad now. You'll be back. You always come back. All right. A little bit of difficulty deciding what you want to do, Libra? Okay. Let's take a look at it. Where do I put my magic? What is it that I really want to be doing for work? Term used incredibly loosely. Okay? All right. And then we get into the King of Wands card in the spiritual category. So there's something that has to do with spirituality. There's something that has to do with magic. Something had to break the window. Something had to hit the stereo. And why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. Somebody knew it was Christmas vacation. Thank God. It just sounds crazy sometimes. All right. You might think that there isn't money to start this thing, but there is. Spirit's calling you out. Spirit's calling you out on your shenanigans and your weird belief structure, Libra. Okay? I can't do it yet. I gotta wait till I have my... No, do it now. Do it now. Okay? I hope you did. I hope you did. All right. So, moving forward, let's go to the past. The card from the past is Love Will Conquer All, Amor Vincit Omnia, the King of Cups, this immovable object of love, and remembering that when we were in that mode, oh my God, we just kept heading towards victory through whatever weirdness ever came up, avoiding weirdness and remembering that we are heading towards victory, knowing that we're continuing to head towards victory. Like I was saying earlier in one of the other Zodiac readings, one way or another, you'd rather know than always wondering, what if I started this business? But this, I mean, to me, this looks like it's going to work out for sure. What does your gut tell you? Everybody's watching you. We keep getting aces in the how others are perceiving us category. Others are seeing that you have the truth on this matter. So whatever it is that you know, stick to it. If you're getting, don't share the information with anybody. Don't share it. If you're getting, bring somebody in that's going to help, organize us and balance us, and somebody that has the funds to actually get this going. If we're thinking we don't have the funds, maybe there's somebody that can invest. Hopes or fears. But Alexander, last time I had the boo-boo-boo-boo. I had my boo-boo-boo-boo. Okay, anyways. Last time you had a boo-boo-boo-boo, okay? That's okay. That's okay. We've all had this. This is how we wake up. This is how we make changes. This is how we pay attention to our reality and thrive and become better versions of ourselves and more powerful versions of ourselves, okay? So release this fear, okay? Because this is, no one hopes for this card. So it's obviously a fear in this time and space here, Libra. Release this belief structure from the past. Release this belief structure from, I don't even think it's past lifetimes. It looks like this lifetime. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Move forward with love. Get it going. You came here to do this, my family. Libra, you came here to awaken and help people is what it's saying. And maybe this doesn't seem like you're not, I'm not saying like every single one of you is at a podium and talking about consciousness and the quantum realms or whatever. No, I'm saying you help it's like you can look at it like a lot of things are helping people. I mean, it's like I didn't realize when I was personal training, I was helping people and I was their therapist and counseling them and helping them with their diet and their mind, their body, and their spirit. It took me a while to realize I was doing this. I actually ended up seeing a funny meme, and it was like what people think I do, and it showed the guy like angry like in the whistle, and then it said what I really do, and it showed like the guy with like the notepad with his leg kicked up. And like the person on the therapist couch, like laying down, talking about their problems. It's very, very accurate. So a lot of times, like there might be something that you're doing or wanting to do, like, like I said, using personal training, because that's my example, because that's my past, using personal training as an example. There's ways that we can help people. And there's other timelines we can get on that where maybe necessarily it's not card readings or a thing or this or that. Just know, Libra, there's many other ways to move forward. There's many other ways to move forward in balance, being this magical being that you are. Incredibly magical being. Look at this. You're moving forward, and like this is actually showing the Paladin card again. Does it get better? Yes, it does. The Hermit at the end of the deck. So there's a lot of... in the readings for almost all zodiac signs, there's a lot coming up that either in the beginning, the middle, or the end of the month, we need alone time. There's a lot that's processing right now. There's a lot that we're internalizing and doing. So this can also be you keeping the information to yourself, Libra. How does this feel to you? Either way, something needs to be done with us not asking, with taking the time that we desire to work on this business strategy, to work and to like manifest what is the name of the company, what's the .com, what is it that I really want to do, sitting down with ourselves out in nature and really internalizing and realizing what it is that we came here to do. How is it that we came here to help people and awaken humanity? It can be very, very different for each and every one of you Libras out there. What I know is this. There's a little bit of back and forth that needs to begin. Text messages, emails, like who's got the funds. If there's this little bit of worrying about the funds aren't there, which that's not the case. You can start this immediately, even if it seems like this big, but Alexander, I need a $3 million facility. There's still a way we can start. We can start with like a free channel, and you can start with just like building a website and getting the .com at least, and showing spirit that you're serious about it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Good stuff, Libra. Scorpio. Rufio. The boo 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 boo. What about the boo 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 boo, Alexander? One time I tried to do it, I had a boo 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 boo. When I see you talk in tongues, sometimes I talk in tongues. What's happening to me? Baby, you'll never be alone, girl. Scorpio, I can only take so much with you. Don't leave. No, wait, come back. It's not that bad. Boys? You can hear the boidies? Oh, good, it's good, it's good. It's good, I swear. It's really good. You're freaking me out. Oh my God, it's really good. Sometimes you freak me out, Scorpio. I gotta keep my eye on you. Ooh, it's really good. Okay. Oh my God. The bad man has been stopped. I like this. What's the cloud cover for this devil card? It's somebody that was very close to you at some point in time. Maybe dad, maybe grandpa, maybe an ex-lover, maybe a boss. Somebody. Okay. All right. Be very grateful, Scorpio. You avoided a very strange timeline. Okay? Where this person that I want to be with them. Oh, I wish I had a thing. My boo 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 boo. Okay? You avoided it. You avoided it on your chariot of light, you epic eagles. You know you're not the scorpion. It's actually the original sign was an eagle. Okay? There it is right there. I'll even show you. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Fixed air, fixed earth, fixed fire, fixed water. Okay. Anyways, they're gone now. Okay, that old version is dead. Yeah, this is a good thing. Sometimes the death card is very good, and this is one of those times. So congratulations, you multi-dimensional god and or goddess, okay? You deserved better than this. You deserved better, even though you're like, but I love them, but I wanted to go to the place with them. No, I know. I've been there. Sometimes we got to teach ourselves, and this is the way that we teach ourselves. We teach ourselves by saying, well, and Scorpio, I've got this all over my chart, my Mercury, my Mars, my rising. It's all over the place. So much Scorpio. So I'll be honest with you. I know this. Sometimes, and not that other signs don't do this, but sometimes we want to know that we did everything that we could so there's not potential to have regrets or resentment in the future. Okay? Does that make sense? Sometimes we just want to know, like, you know, it's like almost like as let's use a relationship as an example. As they're leaving, they're like, well, this is because you never stopped doing that thing. So it's like, you know, like months go by or a week goes by, they come back and we're like, I'll stop doing that thing. And it's like, it's really just to prove to ourselves that there was something that, like, we wanted to just make sure it wasn't that, because we know it wasn't that. We feel it wasn't that, and we know this was just something that's like, even though we wanted it to work out, it just wasn't meant to be. Like, this is something that was manipulative energy. Like, it literally says the devil, and then it says it's dead, and we've moved past this. Epic. How did we move past this? Completion. Here's the completion once again. And there is the Page of Cups. Okay, so we see the inner child is how we did this. The inner child knows what they want. Look what's above all that. Oh my God, Scorpio, this is one of the best readings you've gotten in a while. Ooh, the child with wings. I wish all children had wings. That would have avoided a lot of weird stuff that the turds did, wouldn't it have? Yep. Don't bring it up. See, I get riled. What did I tell you guys about that? Don't get me riled. Here's the children again, celebrating. So others are viewing you celebrating, Scorpio. It's good. Yeah, we made it through it. We made it through another flow? Or is it an ebb? I guess it's a flow. Which one's the good one? We don't even know. Who cares? We need a new language. We need a new language. Hopes and fears, hoping to continue the celebration that's been taking place. So do it. I hope so too. I hope just Spirit, you're doing a great job right now. I want this or better. Ba-boom. Okay. That fire mastery. This is you sharpening that sword, you blacksmith, you. Using that ability to forge your life, your soul, your mind, your body, and become better and better and better. And this is what you were doing. So good job, Scorpio. We're back around to the angelic again. What an epic card. What an epic card. You guys got literally every card except for one with a child on it. Because here we go. The final cosmic card is the inner child. Once again, you got the Page of Cups. You got the Ten of Cups. Look at this. Your inner child is thriving this month of March, my family. So what is it that they want? I'm going to be honest with you. When the work is very, very difficult, you need to take time to play. This is not something that you have to make excuse and be like, well, I did this and this today. Like if you got a significant other, or a lover, or a family member, or whatever it is, just be like, hey, here's the deal. I'm going to go do this. And that's it. Like just say what you're going to do, Scorpio. What does your inner child want? You can be like, yo, here's the deal. I'm going to the water park. I'm going over here. We're going to Disneyland, whatever the heck the thing is. I'm not saying that you have to go somewhere far to do this, but just do what it is that your inner child wants. And this whole negotiating with the other people in your reality, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay? Because it has been very, very, very hard work. Okay? And when we complete a challenge, sometimes humans, people, us, sometimes we don't want to complete a challenge because we're so familiar with the challenge and we know how it works. And we're like, oh, okay, I start a relationship, it goes like this, and then it ends like that. This is done, and you wanted this to be done. This has been put to rest. So it's like, oh, I got all these sticks. What do? I'll just put them in that tomb because this is done. And bam, final card of the reading. End of March, Scorpio, crushing. You have the high ground. Okay, so, but I had the thing and I had a plan. No, we're just like, just fucking get him, get him. Sorry, microphone. Talk about some game. You got a boy like him, a man like me, and that's just not the same. Everybody wanna talk too much. And really, when it comes down to it, if your man is down to fight, oh. Sag 138.26. I like how I drink with two hands on my mug like a child. I'm like, I got my shaky, yay! Don't touch the mic. Boy, stand for salt. Get out of here. I'll give you both that loving, 'cause I've been making to you. Oh. Oh. What do we got, Sag? For March. March is March with an East Coast accent, in case you're wondering. If I ever say March. Oh. Ooh, Sagittarius. Oh, Sag, is this what we're talking about? Squarish. Okay. All right. Got it. Sag. All right. Freaking love you. Ooh. Okay. Drumming for Sag. Sagittarius. 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 That's all you get. Sagittarius. Okay. There are certain things. We just look at this. This looks very positive. What I'll tell you is this: there's something that needs to be dissolved about your belief structure towards money, towards what's possible. There's something with how hard something is, and the only reason it's difficult to do is because it was difficult to do, and where we are now, it's no longer difficult to do. Okay, so Sag, please pay attention to what you're thinking this month. Please pay attention to what you're thinking this month, and stop like giving yourself away for free. It's just like, well, you know, this is my first tarot session, so I guess I'll just do them for free for a while. You know what? I'm gonna pay people to do sessions with me. It's an 8-hour session. I will pay them to do it with me, and then there'll be a 2-hour recap next week. It's not that drastic. I want you to just be able to see what I'm seeing here. That's all. Just, you're worth more than you realize, okay? All right, and you're coming into a different place, okay? I can see that this is shifting this month. So maybe you've been processing that. Maybe that sounds a little familiar to what you were thinking during February, the month with the F. Okay. All right. Anyways, hard work. The truth. The truth is this is like you're admitting the truth to yourself, because the truth is down on its side. And guess what? Two. It's the year of truth. Oh, look at you, Sag. She's my favorite. Okay, so we see we see the High Priestess card. Is it this bracelet? Once in a while the mic makes a sound. We see the High Priestess card in the spiritual category, which means you can see beyond the veil. What do you see beyond the veil? You as a business master, you being your own boss, you see what it is that maybe you already are, but there's more. I'm sure that you're looking at these other people and you're like, well, what are they doing that they have all these extra subscribers and they're doing this and they have this money and they have that thing, or whatever it is that you want to do. You're looking at the people that have it mastered and you're wondering how they got to that place. I can tell you they did not get to that place with the belief structure of lack. And I'm not saying you have the belief structure of lack. I'm saying that something isn't in alignment with how awesome you are. There's something that needs to be, fertilizer, my family. Fertilizer, all right? From the past. Okay, so is this a soulmate? Yes, it can be. This really, to me, reminds me of somebody from a past lifetime that's more of a friend. It's both. It's both. Okay, so you might be wanting to be working with your lover, whether or not they are a lover in this lifetime. But this is definitely representing soul family and people from past lifetimes that we know. When we met them, we saw that sparkle. We saw those fireworks, and we're like, I remember you. I remember you. Okay, all right, and then we see this going from the page to the knight. Okay, that might be triggering for some of you that are like, but I'm a king, I'm a queen, I'm an empress, I'm an emperor right now. Yes, but there is more to be done. There are certain belief structures, like I said, the bigger the hat, the bigger the thought process. There are thought processes that are dissolving, that are, because we're seeing this shift from the page to the knight. So it's in some area of our lives, mind, body, or spirit. What's above it? The inner child. Okay, so maybe it's inner child work as well. Okay, Sag? Moving on from there, how are people seeing Sagittarius? All right, the Hanged Man. They're seeing that you're in this state of meditative, okay? You're in this state of not moving. You're just like hanging out in the treehouse, and you are thinking about what I'm going to do. How am I going to build this? How am I going to start this? Do I do TikTok? Do I do YouTube? What do I do? What do I do? Okay. Which one excites you the most? Okay. Which one could you do for hours and then still be able to do for a little bit longer and not look at like it's work? Is the real question you should be asking yourself. Hopes and or fears. I fear I'm not ready. What if there's something else I need to learn? There's so many people that do what I do. There's so many people that know how to. There's so many Reiki masters. How do I do Reiki, Alexander? I'm not making fun of you. I'm being honest with you. Okay. There are only so many of each archetype on this planet, and the people that are born of your archetype are going to look at yourself and they're going to see themselves in you. Okay, so when they see themselves in you, they're obviously not going to be looking at somebody who's talking about things that are way in the past for them if they're in a more advanced state. So whoever's watching you, I felt like I was going to sneeze. Okay. Watermelon, watermelon, watermelon. Whoever finds you, which will be many people, will be the people that feel like they're behind you and want to be walking side by side with you. There is enough money for everybody on this planet. There's enough information and knowledge that we do not have to be in the state of, but there's already so many. So what does it say? It says to release that. It says to release that. It reminds you of how powerful your inner child is. And not only that, but there's two sides of the coin. Remember this card in the physical? The final cosmic card is like this. This is literally what I see on my table. They're back to back. Okay? They're back to back. So what I'd love is to get this facing. I'd like to get this working together. Let's get the masculine working with the feminine. Let's find out where do you need help, if you even need help. The Lover's card comes up from the past, so there might be something you want to do with this person, like whether it's a business or a .com or a brick and mortar or a YouTube channel, whatever it is. There might be somebody else that you want to do this with, that you know who it is and you remember them from another lifetime. But basically, there's a lot of fire. There's a lot of completion. Like I said, there's this I almost picture you like taking the sword out of the fire and sharpening it and then cooling it off and starting all over again. Like I picture you like a blacksmith right now, Sag. Okay? Because there's the sword once again. All right? There's that sword of truth. There's the justice card. There's the balance. What are we balancing? We're balancing the state of not being able to move left or right and feeling like we're stuck, not knowing what to do next when you know what it is that you want to do. And as I've been saying over and over again today, you want to do this thing regardless of if it can't be a mistake. Don't you want to clear up your mind space and your field for, okay, that didn't work or that did work, on to the next thing. It's like you're not able to move on to the next thing if you don't do this thing that you've been thinking about for so freaking long. Okay? Lucky ya. You're so magical. I love this. You get the High Priestess and you get the King of Wands. It's good. It's good stuff. There's a lot that you're balancing, Sag. Just remember that there's something you're not remembering on how powerful you are. There's something you're not remembering on how epic you are. If any of the belief structures and limiting thought structures I've brought up, if they weren't some of these, we lost another like 18 people from the video feed. If something was triggering, that's fine. I just hope you find whatever it is, and I know you will. I know, you know what, I'm going to be honest with you. I know that a good 85% of you know exactly what I'm talking about right now, and it might be triggering, but it's like, it's being completed, and you have the opportunity to complete it during this month of March. That's what I'll say. I'm not sorry. Are you sorry that you told him the truth, Alexander? Not even a slight bit. Okay? Thank you, Angela. She said every one of them was relevant. I'm not the same, not after you. Shake! Time for my shake. Okay. Good stuff. Who's next? Capricorn? 15116. Okay, Cap. Let's go. Okay. You having a good time, Doug? Ooh. Capricorn. Ooh. Wow. It's got to be second place reading right now. This is really good. Okay. So there's a little bit of what we want to be doing, being our own boss, like, what we're doing for work and how hard we're working and what is it that we're doing in the future. It's like, well, they say that we're ascending, but like, why am I still doing this thing that doesn't seem like ascension to me? Okay. But after that, wow, it's like pretty much everything's good right now. It's all about you becoming your own boss. Being more in the state of power that you deserve. So right there, Capricorn, we look at the card in the spiritual category and we get the tree of the Sephiroth. So, basically we see everything being possible. We see the whole family. We see everything, all the animals, everything, all the houses, anything that's possible, beginning, middle, and end is all within this card, and it's in the spiritual category. So it's talking about you utilizing this as the magician, you utilizing this as this, because this is the king that holds the magic wand. So as the masculine figurehead, whether you're in a feminine suit or a masculine suit, using your magic wand to create that which it is that you want. That's at the bottom of the end of the deck as well, the end of the reading. So it's like, what did you learn in past lifetimes? What did you learn in the past? What is it that you wanted to do in the past? Because it shows that you're really, really, like, with your work ethic. I mean, Capricorns are the hardest workers. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to trigger the other zodiac signs. I know this. I know that I've worked very, very hard, but I've never worked as hard as the Capricorns that have been the reflections in my life of having one grandfather born on January 2nd and the other one born on January 4th. This shows you having the high ground when you become the boss. Now, I normally don't show this diagonal, but I'm going to show it today. Now, this is something I more go over in personal readings. This diagonal shows work, okay? So what this is saying is this is showing the person who thinks they're the boss because they've never been in charge of somebody like you and such an old soul. So you guys have seen it. When we get that person that's like, sir, you can't go in there, ma'am, cover your nose with your mask. Because they've never been able to talk to one of us in the way that they do in this lifetime. Because we're very, very old souls, okay? So moving on from all that, we're seeing you becoming your own boss because I see you on one side as a king and the other king on the other end of the spectrum. And then this decision being made of what is it that I want to do. What I do know is whatever you decide, you have the high ground. And now we're going up, which we've been doing this a lot today and I don't always do it. look at this. The King of Pentacles, the high ground, and look at all this abundance. Can this represent spiritual downloads? Yes, but to me, it definitely represents physical abundance right now. It represents like all the work that you've been doing and putting in for everybody, your family, your friends, like the extra workload you've been doing at work, at your actual job, term used incredibly loosely, paying off, okay? So how are others viewing you? Others are viewing you as being in this state of evolved love. You being in unconditional love, with you basically being the angel's advocate for those around you. And it's like somebody comes in, they go, oh, that person's the worst. They do blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yeah, but they did do this. Or they, it's like that whole like angel's advocate. Because what's the difference between an angel's advocate and a devil's advocate, okay? So it's like almost shows that during the month of March, you've proven yourself by sticking up for those that you see yourself in and you believe in these people, okay? So the hopes and or fears. Okay, so this is a little bit of I'm moving forward, but like, what if I make a mistake? Here's what I'll tell you right now. And I've seen a lot of people do this. Just because we know something's our life purpose, that does not mean we just start it right now. You have to have a business plan. You have to have a business strategy. You have to have a way that you begin this. Alexander did not find these creations, which now keep a roof over his head and his bills paid. And he did not like find crystal current and just quit personal training. No, because it went from being 5% to 15% to 30%, and then I quit personal training and moved to Sedona. Okay? You need to build, my family. It's like quite often I hear people saying like, well, you told me to do this, or you said this is where my joy was, and I did it, and it's like, well, did you start it at the right time? Just because we find out what we're supposed to do doesn't mean now's the time to batten down the hatches and burn down the old and be like, well, I'm never going to need this bridge again, so let me just, no, you guys got to think about this with a business strategy, and you guys got to think about this with both sides of the brain, masculine, feminine, and inner child. We have the inner child, it's like we spin the wheel that ends up on inner child, and inner child says, this is fun, this is something I can do all day, and I don't consider work. And then we tune in on the intuitive. It's like, when do I manifest it? When do I do this? When do I start this? When do I create it? How do I manifest this? And boom, then we use the masculine to be the business strategy, to actually figure this out. How do I do this? Where do I go for that? Okay. Do I need help? Who do I need help from? Okay. Looking at the first cosmic card, we see soul retrieval. We see advanced shamanism. So it's like, whatever you're doing is gnarly, Capricorn, okay? Because this basically says, when I read these three cards as a story, this says you get spiritual downloads and financial abundance from doing soul retrieval for this what took place. It's almost like you are these hard workers because you wanted to visualize what was taking place in, and not just like in corporate America, but in corporate corporate Gaia. Those words don't even belong together. Remember that time he said corporate Gaia and then just laughed at himself? Anyways, moving on. This is epic. Oh my god. Ooh, Capricorn. Oh man. It's like, oh, the Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh, there's 1,000 of them. Look at this. Look at this. 4 aces. Hello. Hello. You got all of the best aces, in my opinion. Like, I love the Ace of Swords, but, like, let's be real. Money, love, magic. Okay, let's be real, okay? So, this is actually in this order, because the camera's reversing it, I believe. This is the first. 1, 2, 3, okay? Using the magic to create everything for the release. For the release. Releasing the old. This almost seems like you're creating this. Out with the old, in with the new, is what this says. You're using your magic to set things up, to send out texts, emails, phone calls, whatever it is, writing letters, to laying down the groundwork for what it is that you want to be doing next, for what it is that makes you feel stronger, that makes you feel more powerful, that makes you feel like this shaman that you are, which these cards are telling me this. This is showing that you're doing, once again, another sign is doing something major during the month of March for all of humanity. Capricorn, good freaking job. So if you've been thinking like, but I'm just working this 3D job and I'm under these lights and I'm watching this later, Alexander, good for you. Like it's like you don't have to be doing that forever. The new timeline is coming, okay? It hasn't come yet, but there's been something that you've been doing for all of us. And I'm not saying every Capricorn's doing that, but there's obviously a larger percentage of, I mean, I imagine there's a Capricorn that's, you know, going to watch this at some point that's working multiple jobs. And you guys are, like I said, you guys are the ones that's like, oh, I retire. Like when somebody reaches retirement, it's like they instantly start doing another thing. They're like, now I have time for this. I want you to realize that you have time for this, whatever this is that you're wondering when you'll have time for. You have time for it now. You have time for it now. Okay? Oh, it's just easy for him. He just drops the cards and reads the pictures. Aquarius. Yay, we got our song back. Aquarius, I gave you that song back for your birthday. It was a gift for the season. 20208. It was always your song. Come on. When the sun is in the 7th house and Jupiter lines with Mars. Clear the deck. Swab the decks, me mateys. You're angelic. You're working overtime today, me lady. We's gonna get the cannonball and we gonna light it on fire. It's one of those flaming bags again, Ned. Don't put it out with your... Don't tell me what to do, devil woman. I'm so close. He's so close. Just finish strong, Alexander. Finish strong. He's losing his mind again. I'll come back in 5 minutes. I don't want to mention in the comments that he isn't focused. Remember what happened to that Cheryl lady? She got her own hashtag. Hashtag focus for Cheryl. Cheryl, we love you. We know that you're watching. You've been really quiet in the comments. We just want to let you know. Thank you. We love you, Cheryl. On a hippie trailhead full of zombies, I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. There's always one, huh? Holy crap. Aquarius, your reading is hurting my tooth. That's never happened. Woo! Okay. Okay, Aquarius, so you completed something major. Has anyone told you that you were victorious by completing this? Seems like it was really fun. All right. So, the phoenix has risen from the ashes spiritually. Okay. So you went through this, whatever the heck you went through. Holy crap. Like, aren't you supposed to have a good month on your birthday? I got a birthday present, but it was on fire. Aquarius, we're gonna drum it out for you. We're gonna drum it out. We're drumming it out. Queen of Cups. Okay, multidimensionality. This was you working on your multidimensionality. So tired. We'll be back after these messages, and you just come back, and I'm drooling. Your guides, okay, your other dimensional versions, your higher selves, whatever your vernacular is from the past, have been helping you. This was something that was destined. This was something that was by design. This was supposed to happen, whatever this challenge was, okay? We see this tough decision. The tough decision has to do with this betrayal. The betrayal has to do with this person, maybe from work. You guys, if you're about to start a love relationship with a coworker, how do I say it? How do I tell them no without making karmic connection to them? Dear Dragon, how do I tell them no? He's like, you don't. I'm going to pull on a Garthan. I'm just going to stay in Inner Earth and pretend that everything is fine in your lives. Aquarius, tune in. Maybe contact somebody that you appreciate their intuition, and get a reading, drop some cards, do something, do some numerology. Whatever this, if you're starting a new love thing, tune in. Tune in. Okay. Anyways, celebration. Okay, moths to the flame. All right, there are some moths coming to the flame. You finished something, you completed something, you're thriving, you're doing awesome, you're doing better than you realize with your multidimensionality. I can't say. God, I'm so freaking tired. It's okay. I'm not complaining. I love this. I can't say the word. I can't even say it in my head. I'm fried. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't burn the candle at both ends. I threw the candle into the fire with this most recent trip. Okay. Multidimensionality. She goes, do you have jet lag? We didn't break into any graveyards. I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't chased out by security guards. It was totally all by the book. All right, anyways, others are watching you celebrate. So like I said, moths to the flame. Hopes and or fears. Okay? You're hoping that you have that fire, that abundance. You absolutely do, Aquarius. That's why certain people are being just, if somebody's returning from the past, oh my God, I swear I changed. If somebody told you I swear I changed, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you they didn't, but make your own decision accordingly. Okay, balance. Okay? Whatever they came to do, somebody wants to get something done. There's some challenge that it's like, it's almost like somebody tried to throw a wrench in the machine, and you're like, oh, look at that. There's a wrench. You turned off the machine, you took the wrench out, and you turned the machine back on, and it didn't work. Okay? All right? That's because of how powerful of a manifester you are, Aquarius. Okay, so back around robin to not today, Satan, to this little turd right here. Okay, we get back around to the turd. Just like I said, when it comes to starting a relationship, a new relationship at work, or when it comes to somebody attempting to return, Aquarius, I can't tell you no. I wish I could, but I can't. So make your own decision, because Alexander's not making karmic connections to all these Aquariuses. That's like, well, I would have done it, but I didn't because Alexander told me not to, that he was right so many other times. But I wonder what would have happened if I did. You figure that out on your own, okay? I can just tell you that it looks like a tasty sandwich. The meat inside of the sandwich is dog shit. Moving on. Here's your offering. Okay, you get an offering. We've got this offering. We've got another offering. Look at all these offerings. Okay, so end of the month, you have these offerings and you're meditating upon them. Okay, meditate upon them instead of just saying yes, 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 yes. Okay, sit with it. Sit with whatever this is. because this entire cloud cover is covered with anything being possible, the best of the best, and then the latter of the best. So this is a reminder from your brother that you are heading towards victory, Aquarius. You've completed something major, and now you are shining, you are glowing, you are glistening. And when you glisten to this manner, sometimes moths are attracted to that fire, that flame. Okay? So just make sure that the decisions that you're making during the month of March, maybe be in more of a meditative state and sitting and telling the people, yeah, I want to sleep on that. Or yeah, I would like to get to know you better. Something along the lines of that. Instead of just whatever this is. It's like this person comes with a suitcase. This person comes with a suitcase, okay? If somebody's like, oh, can I stay the night? And they have luggage, they're not staying the night. I want to stay the night. I got my whole suitcase and a backpack. My backpack. Yeah, Cancer 1. Cancer 1. And then I would have to say, Capricorn? Capricorn is pretty epic. There's a lot of good ones today. Oh, Pisces! Pisces, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Pisces. Happy early, happy belated, happy birthday. 2/12/35. 2/12. Yes. Johnny's thinking, whatever happened to Bane? A turkey sandwich with iceberg lettuce? Very good, but I would have gone for more of a mixed greens. All right, Pisces, let's get through this so I can go make breakfast. Because this was liquid. And it's like 4 in the afternoon. What time is it? What time do we got? Oh my God. Snap, crackle, pop. Angel wings. Oh yeah, that pain in your top right shoulder last week, that was completely Ascension symptoms, just so you guys know. That wasn't real. Pisces, it's your birthday. Let's get a good one. Let's get it on and cracking. Like a hippopotamus. Celebration! Yummy! Oh God, not that one though. Okay, that's good. Okay. Sigh. Okay. I want to make a run for the border. I got a hunger on the tacos can't stop. Did you hear exactly what I ordered? Two tacos y stars and a soda pop. Eh. Okay. At least he entertains himself. Okay. It's a celebration. It's a party. It's your birthday. There's stuff that we can release. We are starting a new year. We're starting a new timeline. Let's do a little numerology. Pisces, congratulations. We're teaching everybody numerology, stuff that's in one of my course information. We're going to do it for free. We're going to do it for fun for you just because of these cards that I see aligned right now. What year are you in? Okay, we can actually just drop that 216. A little bit of numerology fun. All right, 216 on the button. Okay, what year am I in numerology? Okay, let's say your birthday is today. We'll use today as the example. So we have 3/1/2022. So 2022. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 2, 2 is 6. That's 10. You would be in a 10 year. The 10 doesn't exist though. The 0 is oomph. This is actually an extra energy from God, if you will, original creator of your soul, God and or goddess, source, universe, whatever it may be. But this is extra oomph on the 1 because the only numbers that really truly exist are 1 through 9. Do the master numbers exist? Of course they do. But they are just amplifications of the other numbers, the 2, the 11 being a 2, and the 33 being a 6, and so on and so forth. So moving on from there, what year are you going in? So if we got to a 10, it would be a 1. It would be a new beginning. If we got 2, it would be a year of issues and choices. If you are adding all this up to 3, it's a year of creation, art, schooling. Something needs to be learned this year in a 3-year. 4, you don't have to move, but you're going to be overcome with, I want to move to a new place. I want a new house. I want a new this. I want a new car. 5, changes. Changes. Changes don't have to be bad. It's our perception of changes which are bad. And then 6 can be something with a new relationship, maybe an unexpected or planned pregnancy. That's the number of the pregnant woman. Number 7, jackpot, dream time, stay home. If you're in a 7-year, and I'm letting you know this right away, if people are trying to drag you out of the house, do not get dragged out of the house. The 7-year is the one that actually aligns all of the next 9-year cycle. No pressure. 8-year, lots of abundance is coming. It might come in the second 6-month window. It might come in the first 6-month window. It might be the entire year. But 8 is a year of abundance, and 9 is a year of ending. So endings, 1 comes back around to 1, new beginning. Endings and new beginnings, they're all in the same. Because every new beginning comes with some other beginning's end. So, to figure out what number you're in, you use 2022 because you'll be starting. So say your birthday is whatever. Let's use April as the example, April 1st. So you would actually so you haven't started that year yet. You're not in the year till your birthday comes, and that's when that year begins, okay? And you can see by what I just told you, wow, when I was in that year, that happened. And when I was in that year, that happened. And how odd. When I was in a 4-year, that was when I moved houses. So moving on and getting through this so Alexander can finally relax. Not that this isn't relaxing. I love you so much. Okay? So celebrating, but releasing the old. Okay? The worst of the journey is over. The worst of the spiritual journey is over. Pisces, you've made it. Okay? I forgot to mention that. I was when we were transferring all these souls, I could literally hear something singing the song from The Little Mermaid, and it was so comical. I just literally something's at my field, just like, I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing. And I was like, why? What is this? What is this reality? Who are we? What am I? Does anyone know? Anyways, moving on. The worst of the journey is over. Okay? Good things are coming, Pisces. All right? Offerings are coming. Gifts, if you will. But things are coming to you because in the physical, we got this card of an offering. So there might be an offering. It might be an offering of a new job, a raise. It could be an offering of a gift, a trip, a destination of love. But be prepared for an offering during this month. We'll have more information on that in just a second. There's a reminder of in the past, you learned do unto others as you want done unto yourself. You've gone through a drastic shift. I don't know if you've realized this, Pisces, but every Pisces in my life, it's very drastic how different they seem. At first, it seemed like it was like they were returning to their old ways or their old self, but they're not. There's been a very, very awesome transformation. The phoenix rising from the ashes. The dragon went slumber, little sleepy boo, and then, yeah, bam, rises from the ashes with the sword of truth. This is the year of truth. If we are not being truthful during this year of 222, you're going to learn it, hopefully the easy way. Moving on from there, how are others viewing you? Others are viewing you as the high priestess. Others you are viewing you, whether you're a male or a female or whatever you are in this present moment, you are being seen as the high priestess. You're being seen as the oracle. When we are being seen as the oracle, people might try to take a little bit more than they give, so do pay attention to that. Here's what I would say. If your intuition is telling you to tell somebody else what they should do, just ask yourself, have I already given them this message? It is then your decision in that present moment to give that message again, but maybe also let them know, like, hey, you already asked me this. I already told you this. I love you. I'm going to help you again, but next time you bring this up, if you haven't done what I'm telling you to do now, please don't ask me. And I mean that with all due respect. Just because you say with all due respect doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. Hopes and fears. Fearing something happening so fast that you have no way of controlling it. That's life. Let's remove that fear. Okay? Fearing something's going to be over so quick we don't even realize it's over. That's just life. Can we control this stuff? Absolutely. We're magical beings. We're alchemists. We're magicians. We're very powerful Merlins and Merlinettes and witches and whatever the heck you call yourself. You are the whole. You are the all. You are all archetypes in one. You are much more than just a Pisces, my family. But what I'll say is this: there is a certain belief structure of something being over that you don't want to end. Okay. If you're having the belief structure that you don't want something to end, that means that your soul, your mind, your body already knows that this thing is ending. So don't squeeze the bar of soap so hard that you pop out the bar of soap even faster. And it's it's almost like the hug bunny syndrome. The little kid's like, I love my bunny. I love my bunny. I love my dragon so much. What's wrong? Okay, I'm going to go through all these cosmic cards together because this is where it seems a little bit weird, but it's not. Difficulty with some sort of work, something being very difficult or challenging to do, okay, and then feeling stuck in whatever it is, but you're absolutely not. What you're stuck in is what I just told you about, and you're not even stuck in it because I just let you know about it. And what is 99% of a healing? 99% of a healing is knowing what's going on in the first place. Something is transforming from one form to another because you, Pisces, have transformed from one form to another. So our relationships, our love, our jobs, our life, our home, things are going to shift. You will see Mandela effects. You will see shifts in your own reality. So we can't. There's that sneeze feeling again. I've got a sneezing. All right, it's gone. Okay. Moving on from there. Let's look at the end of March. Somebody fighting with us. What about me? What about me? Whoop, whoop. And then we're processing it. The best way to get through this is love, my family. When we move and we speak with love and we have these conversations with love and real love. So say an argument comes up. Look at your lover, look at your friend, look at your relative, look at mom or dad and just be like, hey, that's a really good question you asked me. Give me a minute to tune in on it. Even if you're put on the spot and something seems intense, tell them, I'm going to take this minute. Give me a minute. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to go do whatever it is that I do. And I'll be back and I will answer that question eloquently because it's important to you, which means it's important to me. So there's a way that we can do whatever this is very, very lovingly. And this has to do with all the things that you're very intuitive, Pisces. So, it's like, it's believed that this is the final card in the wheel. This is a very, very intuitive sign. Okay. So let's sit with this for a moment that there are things that that are happening and it's almost like you're trying to avoid it. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't seem avoidable. So it's like, what do we get for our birthday? We get truth. either way, this works out very, very awesome. This is making us learn how to communicate. This is making us learn about, it seems a little bit more feminine related than masculine, because the cloud cover is the King of Cups. So it's, it's like even this is a very masculine card, but it's also incredibly feminine because of the element of water. And people are viewing you as the high priestess. So this is epic, epic intuition and power. But with that being said, like I said, there are also things that if you just release them, they might not go. But if you have this like, oh, I'm trying to keep this, I want to do this, I want to have this to happen. It's like overwatering a plant that we know the plant is dying. And if you just pretend the plant's fine and just let the plant go back to its thriving state of how were you watering it before, how were you doing it before, but improving upon that watering process, purifying the water, purifying the love, if you will. Maybe I'm allergic to birds. I'm not allergic to birds. Why, do I sound congested? I'm exhausted, my family. Who said that? Maybe you're allergic for the birds. Oh no, somebody said I've been feeling that here too, like sneezing. Oh, the sneezes, sneezies I was bringing up. No, Alexander needs rest. I almost started having tears go down my face yesterday when I was like, I'm going to do the Patreon because people pay for the Patreon. I go live. And I was like, now I get to take tomorrow off. My schedule is clear, baby. And then I was like, oh God, it's the first. It's the first. And I was like, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Whenever I say I'm fine, and you're fine too. No, I'm fine. I'm awesome. I'm thriving. I'm awesome. Thanks for being here, family. I love y'all so very much. So yeah, that was your month broadcast for all zodiac signs. Thank you for being here. Yeah, crystalcurrent.com for those epic energy tools. So much to come in that regard. Galactictarot.com to book a session and have these cards dropped individually for you. Patreon.com. There's no filter over there, my family. We were told we have freedom of speech. We absolutely don't, but over there I do. And I will say whatever I want, whenever I want, because we pay for a private server. I pretty much guarantee you'll really enjoy it. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you over there for these hour-long plus readings we do every week, if not more. I love you so freaking much. So much more to come. So much. All of you, thank you for all the work you're doing. Thank you for all the transmutation and all the healing that's going on across all zodiac signs. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be the best March so far. Thank you for being here. I love you all. From the bottom, the top, the front, the back, and all areas of my heart throughout all of time and space. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for being on this decade-long journey with me for some of you. And love and gratitude. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Love you.